Get after it.
All right, you're good.
Okay. We are live for game number 3 of the Minneapolis tournament. Shakopee versus West St. Paul in the Consolation Championship. West St. Paul lost to Osseo Maple Grove 4-1. They beat North Branch yesterday 4-2 to get here. Shakopee lost 4-2 to Farmington, beat Apple Valley Eastview yesterday 4-2, and play the last game of the tournament. Shakopee breaks from the huddle. They'll come out starting this game with Lambrick, Olson, and Flom at forward, and Hanson and Bundy at D. Shakopee with the black jerseys, red breezer covers. West St. Paul, white jerseys, black breezers, off the draw. Hanson will back up in his own zone, pick up the puck. Hanson looks. He's going to try and get it to Olson. Olson with a little touch pass up to Lambrick. Bodie sends it down deep, far side. Cut off by West St. Paul. Right up in the corner. Flom comes away with it. Ethan looks, centers, went off the stick. Puck bounced around in front. Pushed wide of the net by Lambrick. That one squirts free. West St. Paul picks it up. He loses the handle on it. Goes cross ice. He's got a guy right there. Picks him up. Shot. Save made by Coop. He leaves it for Hanson. Hanson behind the net. Hanson got one guy on it. He goes way up ice trying to spring Lambrick. Intercepted by West St. Paul. They wait to get inside. In the zone. Cross ice pass. Off of Hanson to Flom. Tied up at the half wall. Owen picks it up. He's going to go back behind his net. Lost the handle on it. Now he's tied up forward from West St. Paul. He goes down. They both go down. Picked up by Olson. Logie tried to get out. He does. Almost got stood up. Gets cut off. And West St. Paul defenseman picks it up. He's going to carry through the neutral zone. Dylan tries to cut him off. Sell tries to. Puck's loose in the slot. Backhander. Shot. Wide of the net. Foster got a stick on it. West St. Paul still controls. Nope. They try to get to the defenseman. A little too hot. Preston's going to chase after it. West St. Paul first one to pick it up in their own zone. He spins, sends a backhander up to the neutral zone. Sell has it. He's going to back up. Got one hot on him. He avoids. Trying to look far side to C. Dylan catches it. He's going to wait. Now he sends it off the wall to Gaston. Foster with it. Foster tries to send it back to Craftsman. Now to Dylan. Off a skate, picked up by West St. Paul. And he's going to bring it to the neutral zone. And he tries to jump past Wright. Wright slows it up. Gets it to Gaston. Gaston couldn't quite handle it. The West St. Paul, after a change, has it in the defensive zone. That one goes off the wall. Pilcher after it. Coop. Backhander looking for Wright. That one's going to go past him and go down to the end wall. Wright stops it. West St. Paul picks it off. Now Wright gives it to Dylan. C with it. Sends it over to Olson. Olson gets on his forehand. He takes a shot. Save made into the corner. Tied up at the half wall. Olson comes away with it, gets poked away. Sell sends it backhander down, but West St. Paul picks it up in its own zone. Jensen off the bench. He looked for the hit and he held up after the guy let go of the puck. Bundy to Sell. Dom. Dom has it. Carries. He's looking. Surveys. Sends it backhand. Olson. Olson's got Jensen. Over to Jensen. Jensen in his skate shot. Save made off the glass. Pilcher sends it down in the corner. Good opportunity there for Shakopee. But I like the puck moving again. Out to the neutral zone. Hanson's going to flip it back to Bundy. Bundy looking for Gaston. Gaston. Jensen stays on side. Foster towards the net. Shot. Save made. Loose puck in front. Pushed aside by the defenseman. And that one's going to go out to the point. Bundy's going to send it in towards the net. Loose puck. Foster got pushed aside. And West St. Paul's able to get it into the neutral zone. At the red line. He tries to get past. He stood up. Foster will pick it up. Foster looks for Hanson. Hanson, he's staring at two white jerseys. He goes outside. Now inside. Pushed away. West St. Paul with it. They got a 2-on-1. Good play there by Jensen. Got a skate on it. Gaston back to Bundy. Bundy off the wall looking for Flom. Couldn't connect, and West St. Paul has a little drop pass there. Shot save made by Coop to the end wall. Good pace to the start of this game. Jensen's going to go play it. Now Gaston. Foster sends it far side. Nobody home. Off the wall, though. West St. Paul picks it up. Gets on sides. Comes towards the net. Shot blocker into the corner by Coop. West St. Paul rings it around far side. West St. Paul there. Flom there. Sidestep Hansen. Sidestep Gaston. Puck's loose. Hansen eventually controls. He's going to try and spring. Oh, he's just a little too far, and that'll be an icing. And we'll come back. Good idea, just a little too far. We'll do a draw in the defensive zone with 10:46 left in the first period. Shots 4 for Shakopee, 3 for West St. Paul. You get Sellen right at D. Flom, Olsen, and Lambrick are your forwards. Logie will take the draw into the corner, picked up by Sell. Dom behind his net. He's met there by 1 forechecker. Lambrick up to Olsen. Got Flom on the far side. Logie towards the net. He's on his backhander. Flips it forward. Save made and covers up. And we get a whistle and a face-off now in the offensive zone. Like that by Logie going outside and using his speed to try and get around the defense. Too many times we try and cut towards the middle, right into the defenders. Got himself an opportunity. And now we play on in the neutral zone. West St. Paul carries it in, drops it to the other forward. He sends it deep off the end wall. Wright's going to cut it off. Mace up to Lambrick. Lambrick trying to touch it up. I think West St. Paul got a stick on it. Now they control, poked away by Sell. Picked up by the defenseman for West St. Paul. He'll send it over to his deep partners. They're in the zone. Sends it up to the neutral zone at the red line. He's going to send it down deep. Wright will chase after it. 10 minutes left in the first. Wright looks to break out, looking for Lambrick. Bodie has to spin around. He controls. Bodie sends it up the wall. He's got Flom. Flom. He cuts towards the center, towards the slot. Shot. Save made. Bouncing puck just above the goal line. Good pass. Good play there. Another opportunity. I like the way the boys are moving the puck this afternoon. Gaston back to Hansen. Hansen, he goes up looking for Dillon. That's tipped for no ice. C, Gaston, Cressman, Bundy, and Hansen. 5 skaters in the offensive zone. Off the draw. Push forward, in through the crease, but not on net. Near side here, sent down in the corner. The half wall, Bundy's going to keep it in. He's going to take a look. He's going to get a shot. Tip attempt. Couldn't get anything on it, but his own goes in on net. Below the goal line now. Gaston picks his guy up, lost Cressman with the puck. Landon with it. Landon looks. Landon out to Hansen. Hansen looks. He fires it wide of the net. Bundy's going to come down, pick it up. He sends it.
Oh, there we're back.
We're back? All right. We're back. 1-0 Shakopee. Kilcher on the goal. I'm giving the assist to Jensen and Olsen, but we might have to go back. I know Logie had the puck. Oliver had a stick tied up. I'm not sure if he got a stick on it, but it's definitely Cooper from Olsen and I think maybe Jensen. But we play on up a goal now. Sell in his own zone, behind his net. He's got a guy all over him. Jensen now with it. He turns. Tried to send it over. Intercepted there. Towards the net. Far side. Picked up by West St. Paul. They try and center through. That was good. Up and into the crowd. And one lucky fan does not get to keep it at the club. It's in the NHL. We only have 1 puck. All right, they are going to go into the zone. Gaston, Jensen, Pilcher, Wright, and Sell. Foster off the draw. Push through into the slot. Pushed up by Wright. Jensen got it poked away. Now controlled by Shakopee. Send off to the neutral zone. Coop's going to chase after it. 2-in-1 shift. Coop, let's see it. Coop, he looks to center. Nobody home. Slides off the far side wall. Jensen's there. He tries to push it towards the net. Intercepted. West St. Paul into the neutral zone. Sent down. Dumps it in. Coop plays it. Leaves it for Wright. Mace gets past 1 forechecker. Looking for Pilcher on the far side. Pilcher rings it around. He's got Jensen here. Oliver pokes it forward, but it's going to go right to the defenseman of West St. Paul. He's going to turn in and out. Sends it off a skate. Flom gets a chance here. Flom into the zone. Got 3 behind him. Shot. Flom scores. 6:55 left. and Shockley leads 2-0. Flom with the goal. I guess a goal unassisted. I didn't see if I don't know if Jency had a stick on it or if West St. Paul just lost it. 2-0. 6:55 left in the first. Shots are 12 for Shockley, 3 for West St. Paul. Good puck movement, good hustle. Play like this on Friday, and we're probably in a different game. We're not playing the consolation. Hansen sends it up ice. It's going to go to the defenseman for West St. Paul. He goes up to the forward. Nope, they're offside. It looked like he was going to send it, and Olsen dumps him with the shoulder. Ooh. Olsen sends a message. They're going to send him in the box.
Oh, this is a message. I want a timeout.
I need a breather, coach. Logie will go. Rough is the call. 2 minutes, 6:44 left, and first opportunity for West St. Paul on the power play. Off the draw. Defenseman has it. He takes a shot, tip, save made by Coop, and covers up. And 8 seconds in, we'll get another face-off. Clock is still rolling, so we'll take the extra. Figure out the clock there, guys. So about 8 seconds in was the whistle, and now it looks like 17 seconds are off the clock. The ref's going over and tell them to figure it out. We'll play on. All right. You might tell them to hold the clock and start for a few seconds. I think that's exactly what he told them. Yep. They're not starting the clock. They're going to try and count it off to get back what was. Lambrick has it. Bodie. Now they started. Bodie sends it out. That can't be an ice. He goes right past the defenseman. He could have played it, and they say no, and we'll get an ice, and we'll come back, go into the defense zone. 6:16 left, 1:33 left on the man advantage. Flom, Lambrick, Bundy, and Hansen are your 4 killers. Off the draw, back to the defenseman. Challenged by Bundy, or by Bodie. He almost got a stick on it. West St. Paul, he's below the goal line. He centers. Got a guy tied up. Good job there by Bundy. He took his guy down as the puck was coming towards him. That one's going to go behind the net. Picked up in the corner by West St. Paul. He surveys, looks, sends it up to the half wall. He's going to come down below the goal line. You got 2 guys behind the net holding hands. Comes all the way out, sends it up to the point. Flom's going to challenge. There's a shot. That one goes off the Flom. Good block there. Ethan has it. He's got Bodie. We got a 2-on-2 coming back. Ethan's just going to try and burn the defenseman. He comes towards the net. Sends it down the side to the crease, but out on net. Ethan picks up the loose puck. Bring it back out all the way down. Yep. That away. Good play. That away. Good play by Ethan there. He picked up the loose puck, and he's going to carry it all the way down to his zone. Then he's going to send it up. He's going to try and break free. Dylan's going to come and get a chance. Dylan with a shot save made. Loose puck covered up. Good, smart play there to kill an extra 15 seconds or so, and then they get a scoring opportunity. 5:19 left in the first, 36 on the power play for West St. Paul. We'll go C and Cressy with it. Cressman, he sidesteps one, sends it over to Dylan.
Nice.
Dylan a shot. Oh, they got a stick on it, but it did go on net. Good play by Cressy. He pokes it away there. This is Shockley might just play 4-on-5 the rest of the way. West St. Paul might want to think about declining the next penalty. That one's sent out to neutral zone. C with it. A little stick handle. Look for Cressy behind him. Into the zone, though. No ice. 3 seconds. 2 seconds left. We're 5-on-5 now. In the offensive zone. Logie comes off the bench, but it's going to be Gaston on the ice. Or Logie came out of the penalty box. That one's dumped down deep. Coop comes out. He plays it. You got right with it. Mace sends it to C. Dylan cuts. Sends it up. Looking for Gaston. A little too hot, and that's going to go down for icing. And we'll get a face-off in the defensive zone with 4:24 left in the first. Shockley leads 2-0. Shots now 16-5. Moving the puck well. It's been good to see is we're starting to use our speed a little bit more instead of dinking around with the puck, as I call it. Less stick handle, more speed. All right, Gaston off the draw. Gaston, Jensen, Pilcher, Wright, and Sell. Oliver picks it up. Jens sends across ice. That one goes off the stick, but it's going to go to Pilcher. Coop towards the net. He's going to go behind the net. He's on his backhand in the corner. He comes all the way around, slows down, sends it down to Gaston at the half wall. Now below the goal line. Jensen after it. He pins his guy up. Jensen comes away with it. Oliver looks. Turns. Still tied up here. In the corner now. West St. Paul comes away with it. They look to break out. Poked away there by Gaston, still in his own. Foster sends it towards Jensen, but poked away. They got a forward there that's going to leap to right. Jensen just out of the zone, so we're onside. Poked in neutral zone. Good check there by Pilch. Right, over to Sell. Dom backs up, sends it over to Mason. Mason's going to look. Jensen was tied up. Gives it to Pilcher. Pilcher sidesteps one, pokes it up, looking for Logie. Logie looking to spring Jensen, but stepped up there with the defenseman for West St. Paul. Off the bench, Hansen stick checking a guy. Right, tries to throw a shoulder. There's a loose puck, save made. Olsen picks it up just in front of the crease. He tries to break out. There's a loose puck. Hansen's gonna, nope, that's gonna be Pilcher. Hansen's going for it. Pilcher gets up to Jensen. Oliver with it. Oliver. He's getting pushed, holds onto it, sends it towards the net, push the side of the goaltender. Flom comes down. He holds onto it. He's going to center. That one goes off the skate. There's a shot by Olsen. Save made into the corner. Picked up by Flom. 2:45 left. West St. Paul with it. Oh, he just lost it. Ford gets it. Logie with a stick battle, but West St. Paul's going to control it. Flom gets a stick in there. Ethan, he's going to go far side. He gets it poked away, but right off the bench is Lambert. Bodie sends it back to Bundy. Bundy's going to send it back to Hansen. Hansen's going to look. He's going to send it up. He was looking for Lambert. Went off the skate. He gets it poked away after he got it back. Bundy sends it up ice. He's got Bodie. Bodie's got the red line. Bouncing puck. Poked away. West St. Paul cut off there by Bundy. Good hustle there by Sean. He sends it off the end wall. He's got Hansen in the corner. Hansen sends it up to Flom. Flom tried a little touch pass. Intercepted by West St. Paul. Puck's loose in the face-off circle. Logie spins and fires. The West St. Paul intercept. Cross-ice pass. Guy's on his backhand. He spins, fires. That one goes off a skate. Picked up by Lambert. 2-on-2 coming through the neutral zone. Flom and Lambert. Bodie with the puck. He carries in. Bodie gets it poked away. He'll get it back. He's trying to protect that puck just above the goal line. Picked up by Flom. Ethan with it. He's got Foster streaking. That one goes off a stick as he was trying to center. Flom with it now. He sends it up to Bundy. Bundy, he's going to send it in, but that goes off the stick of the guy who's challenging him. They send out to neutral zone. Bundy over to Hansen. Hansen for Cressman, but intercept West St. Paul. Cressman with a little shoulder. Gets it poked away. But we got for Cressman, but intercept West St. Paul. Cressman with a little shoulder. Gets it poked away, but we got a 3-on-2 coming. Dom steps up into the zone. Dom. He sends it a hold on to it. Cressy was going after that puck and just threw the guy out of the way and said, I'll take that, sir. We'll get an offense's own face-off here. Behind the net, Logie with it. Logie. He sends a backhander down. West St. Paul. Far side corner. He looks. That one goes off a body. It's going to bounce into the neutral zone. Wright's going to pick it up. Mace with it. Mace spins and fires it off the wall, but there's a body of West St. Paul forward right there. He's got the puck behind the net. Olsen cuts him off. Logie. He's going to try and spring C. Dylan. Puck is on its side. Dylan eventually controls. Sends it deep. 9-8 seconds left now in this first period. That one's below the goal line, and that'll do it. Shots are 18 for Shakopee and 6 for West St. Paul. Shakopee leads 2-0, and we will be right back.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro. You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza.
Oh yeah. period 2. We'll start the third period with Pilcher, Jensen, and Gasson at forward, Bundy and Hansen at D. Off the draw, West St. Paul controls. Into the zone, Hansen stands it up. He looks, sends a cross ice off the boards to Bundy. Bundy sends up, trying to spring one of the forwards a little too far, and we'll come down for a face-off and an icing. Keep the same 5. Slightly different team we're playing, but I gotta love the puck movement and the hard work the boys are doing, and it's paid off in the shots department. 18 shots to start that first period. I don't even think we got 18. Loses it. Gasson gets a stick on it. Gloved. Jensen clears, and that'll be icing. Might as well change that line out. Change out forwards. Yeah. Change out the forwards. So Gaston, Flom, and Lambert. Sorry, Olsen, Flom, Lambert. Hansen and Bunny are D. Draw come to the right of Collison. Far side, defensive zone draw. Off the wall. Bundy, he tried to send it off the wall, or off the end wall, and couldn't get anything on it. Just above the corner, out to the point. West St. Paul takes a shot. That one gets through somehow. And Coop makes the glove save. And we get a whistle on the face-off. 14:08 left in the second. Drive. Hansen. He'll take it behind his own net. He's chased, one in front, one behind. Changes direction. Sends it to Olsen. Olsen looks to get it up ice. Off a stick. Then he sends it up. He's got Lambert off the wall. Bodie chases. Stops. Bodie towards the net. Shot. That one ramps up into the netting. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off. And we'll change out D. Wright and Sell come out. Olsen, Flom, and Lambert. Draw to the left of the West St. Paul cage. Logie. Back to right. Mace with it. He takes a shot. Pad save. Loose puck. Dom tries to keep it in, just out of his reach. Dom picks it up. He's got 2 in hot pursuit. Dom keeps it, sends it up to Lambrick. Bodie gets up to Flom. Ethan with it. Ethan looks, takes the shot off the shaft of the stick. And West St. Paul controls, and they look to get out of their own zone. Good cut off there by Olsen. Sell over right. Right up to Lambert. Bodie. Just inside the zone. He cuts towards the center. Bodie up to Flom. Couldn't quite connect. Flom has it. He comes out front. He tried to feed Bodie. Goes out to Sell. Sell with a shot. Blocker save. That was going to go wide anyways. Bodie picks it up. Cut towards the middle. Bodie, top circle. Shot. Wide. Picked up by Sell. Dom with it. He sends it in. Tip. Save made. Loose puck. Flom with it. He tries to wrap. Goalie gets around. That's underneath the goaltender. And we get a whistle and a face-off. Good opportunity there with the shot lead. And we'll change out forwards. Gaston, C, and Cressman with Sell and Wright. Draw come again, offensive zone, far side there. Off the draw. Dillon, he looks, sends it in towards the net, went off the skate. Cressy's going to chase after at the half wall. Cressman to Sell. Sell to Foster. Foster got a shot. Don't think it got through. Sell's going to come up. Dom backs up. Spins. Sends it down low. He's got Gasson. Gasson towards the net. Now behind the net. Foster spins. He's got C. C takes a shot. Save made. And the goaltender covers up. Good play by Foster. Dillon got it. Looked like the puck was on its side as Dillon was trying to send it towards the net. Let's see here. Got a whistle, and we'll change out defensemen. So Hansen and Bundy, Gaston, Cressman, and C. Off the draw, that one squirts loose. West St. Paul's going to pick it up. Sends it to the near side. Hansen's going to chase after it. He's got the angle. He's getting tied up. He comes away with it. Hansen's going to skate with it. Hansen. He looks, sends it cross ice. That one goes off a skate. Cressy gets a shot, blocker save. Hansen picks it up. He's below the goal line. He sends it over to Gaston. Foster, he's got C in front. Bounces around. still in the zone. Poke forward. West St. Paul, they look to clear. Cressy stands it up. Gaston sends it down deep, below the goal line. Near side, Dillon, he's going to push his guy in. Hanson's going to get a shot that goes off a stick, but he gets it deep into the zone. West St. Paul intercepted there by Gaston, pushed aside on the shot, fanned on a clearing attempt, C with it, towards the net, behind the net, West St. Paul. They look to clear. Bundy uses the hand, sends it down. Extended time in the West St. Paul zone. They are getting frustrated, I can tell. Cressy tries to cut it off. He's at the half wall. He's battling on the wall. C's going to come help him out. 2 black jerseys, 2 white jerseys. Comes away with it. Hanson, he's going to send it towards the net. That went off a stick. Guy lost his stick. West St. Paul is able to get it to the red line. He's got to get it deep, doesn't he? And get off the ice. Foster. Foster with the bear hug. And they'll call a penalty. And Foster will go first penalty of the second. So, Coop with the save, and he'll cover up. And we'll get a whistle. Again, they haven't stopped the clock. Wow, there's just some nervous fingers in the penalty box right now, trying to control that clock. Just, can you imagine? Just hands are shaking. West St. Paul controls off the faceoff, sends it to the defenseman. Now it's bouncing around, picked up, back to the point. Cross ice pass right back to him. Bad miscommunication there, but they're able to keep up. Dom's going to come away with it. Dom sends a backhander, looking for Jensen. Oliver with it. He's trying to spring Pilcher off a stick. Pilch has it. Pilch has got 2 jerseys staring at him from the opposing team, and he just sends it deep. Good play there. 1:03 left in the man advantage for West St. Paul. We'll change out the top of that penalty kill line. So you got Olsen and Flom, right and cell, drop pass, slapper, glove save, Coop. Like a Sunday stroll in the park, stands up and just catches that out of the air. All right, we'll peek on it. Out front, puck squirts loose. Olsen, he's going to get a little rush here. He's got 2 defensemen staring him in the face. Got Flom with and a little toe drag, and it gets stood up. Now we got a 3-on-2 come back the other way. West St. Paul looks, tries to send it across. Bunny got a stick on it. Flom cuts it off behind the net, sends it around the boards. West St. Paul comes down, keeps it low, just above the goal line. He's going to square it in. Cross-ice pass. Good shot there. That one went wide of the net. He had the net if they could have connected. Bundy's going to clear. That one's an ice. And with 17 left on the man advantage, we'll come down and do a defensive zone draw. Good opportunity for West St. Paul. And I walked into the face-off circle, side guy on the far side back door, sent it to him. They rolled up the stick a little bit and went wide of the net. And we stay with a 2-goal advantage. Olsen sends it to the end wall. Bundy, first one there. Bundy. Sean sends it up the wall. Pass Flommer, that one's going to go all the way down, and that'll be another icing with 8 seconds left in the man advantage for West St. Paul. We'll change out the top side. Cressman and Dillon got a stick. 2-0 for 2 on the man advantage. A couple of opportunities, one big one and one small one. A couple of opportunities, one big one and one small one. And we'll play on 5-on-5. There's a shot, that one goes wide of the net. Cressman's going to pick it up. Cressman pushes it down to Hanson. Hanson looks. It's an edge on that one. That one almost looked dangerous. That was an awkward one. Also the point. You got nobody in front. Shot pad saved by Coop. Picked up by Dillon. Dillon sends it off of Lambert's chest, at least out of the zone, and Dillon's going to pick it up. Cuts towards the center. He goes down. Lambert brings it in. Bodie, he takes a shot. That one goes into the rafters, and we get a whistle in the offensive zone face-off. All right, next lineup. We'll go Olsen, Pilcher, Jensen, Wright, and Sell. Off the draw to Sell. Dom, he's being challenged. He sends it. That one goes all the way through. Stick saved by the goaltender, and he just covers it up. And we'll get another face-off. Same spot, same 5. Off the draw. Jensen turns and sends it in. Covered up. we'll do it again. West St. Paul change out their defenseman. Draw. Push forward by Olsen to the end wall. Olsen comes away with it. Lost it to the far side corner. West St. Paul with a backhand on it. Tries to get it out. Does get it out. Right. Backs up. Sends it over to South. Dom. Looks. He's got Pilcher. Sends it behind Pilcher off the wall. West St. Paul sends it back up. Dom will pick it up in his own zone. Dom, backhander to right. Mason surveys, and he'll send it up to Jensen. Jensen sidesteps. Oliver, he sends it into the zone. Couldn't get it past the defenseman. And we're back in the neutral zone, just outside the zone. Both boys went for the shoulder. And West St. Paul comes away with it. He looks to get outside. Shot. That one, I think, went over the net. Center an attempt, pushed away. West St. Paul with it. At the half wall. Right goes down. Top circle. Shot. Does get through. Went off a few sticks, and Coop covers up. We got a little extra pushing. Paul side so far. Apple Valley, they were an interesting group. Off the draw, West St. Paul sends it down low. Hanson's going to try and cut it off in the near side corner. He's the first one to get there. He spins himself around. Bodie comes to help out. Puck squirts loose. And that's going to be a penalty on either Flom or Lambrecht. They're going to get a roughing. I didn't see who knocked him down. It looks like Flom. Flom does the basketball move, raises his hand and said, "It was me." Flommer will go in for a rough. And that'll be 2 minutes at 7:04 left in the second. Not as crisp as the second period as the first period. A little bit more sloppy jalopy. Hanson controls on the face-off. He has it on the end wall. He sends it up, looking for Lambert. Couldn't quite clear. Bodie almost sprung himself. Kept in, though, as it bounced off a body. West St. Paul gets it down low. Bundy takes a guy out. Out to the point, walks in, takes a shot. That one weakly comes out. Hanson with a flutter. Will that stop? Wobble. And we'll get an icing. All right, Warrior. 26 seconds off the clock. Let's see, we'll get Gaston and C to come out for the PK. They join Bundy and Hanson. Shot discrepancy is slowly closing. A couple of power plays will do that. There's a shot, save made, loose puck picked up by Bundy. Bundy off the glass, hits a weird bounce, bounces in the air, puck's on its side. Dylan chases after it. He gets the angle. Dylan comes away with it. He's got Gaston in front. Sends it off the wall. Foster. He tries to send it back down deep. He does. Dylan's going to chase after it behind the net. Stopped there by West St. Paul. Changes direction. They're going to look to break out of their own zone. Sends it up ice. He's got his forward now, and they're going to come into the Shakopee zone. He tries to get past Hanson. Hanson pushes him low. There's a shot over the net, and the goaltender gets knocked over. No call. Out front, shot. Save made by Coop. He stands up and right down in the belly. He gives a little extra shove to the guy that walked in front of him and also knocked him over. Ref's going to have a word. Ref's going to say, "I didn't see it." What do you guys want me to do? I didn't see it. 51 left in the man advantage. 5:55 left in the period. Shots, 25 for shots. And 16 for West St. Paul. They've got more shots already in the second than they did in the first. Off the draw. Got Wright, Sell, Olsen, Pressman. Puck bouncing around. Picked up by West St. Paul. Sends it out to the point. He looks. Almost broke his own ankle. Sends it down low. There's a shot over the net. Rings around. Kept in by West St. Paul. Logie on the challenge. Sent down. Sell. He's got Pressman. Landed with it. Gets the puck down flat. Stops. Gonna send it to Olsen a little too hot. 20 left in the man advantage. Logie controls. He's going to be happy just to keep it in the zone and just kill some time. He's just going to have a little fun by himself back there. West St. Paul eventually comes away with it. 9 left on the man advantage. West St. Paul, defenseman, doesn't know where to go with it. He's just going to skate with it. Sends it. Weird little pass. Pressman stands it up. 5-on-5. West St. Paul now 0 for 3 on the man advantage. As Wright sends it up to Olsen. Olsen, he skates past Jensen into the zone. Logie looks to get outside, gets it poked away. Gets it to Cressy. Cressy, one shot, two shot. Olsen with a shot. Couple of big saves there by the goaltender. Cressy had a shot, went off the goaltender, went right back at him, and he took another shot. And then Olsen had a couple, or he had one whack at it. Sell picks it up. Dom stops, changes direction. He's got a few if he stretches. Stretches, he's got Pilch. Pilch to Lambert. Bodie, back to Pilcher, sliding, stop. Oh! Bodie to backhander in the air to Pilcher. Pilcher couldn't hold on to it. Oh, that was a great play. That was one of those where they were almost too unselfish. Bodie tried to slide over to Pilcher. The defenseman did a Superman and kept it from getting to Pilcher. And now we're tied up on the far side. 4 minutes left in the period. Out to Wright. Wright sends it in on net. Loose puck. Picked up by the defenseman for West St. Paul. He's going to ring it around far side. Pilcher's going to chase after it just at the half wall. Pilch with it. He's going to spin and send it off the wall. A little too hot. Forward for West St. Paul. Picks it up, sends it out to neutral zone. Right, backhander. He's got Lambert. Bodie turns. Jensen just inside the zone. Oliver with it. He cuts towards the middle. Tries the center. West St. Paul picks it up. Out to the neutral zone. Sell. He's got to wait to get guys on side, so he sends it over to Bundy. Red line. Bundy sends it off the referee. Dom will pick it up in his own zone. Dom looks, sends it to Lambrecht off the toe of his stick. West St. Paul picks it up. 3:15 to go in this period. Sent down deep, intercepted there by Bundy. Bundy off the wall. He's got Jensen. That one's tied up in front of the Shakopee bench. Sent back into the zone. Dom's looking to get off the ice. He just can't because it keeps going back to him. Sends it to Lambrecht. Tipped down deep. We'll change a few. Bodie chases after. West St. Paul sidestepped them. They try and break out. That one's up to the red line. Flom's got his guys sized up. Not a big check, but enough to get him away from the puck. And Bundy with it. Bundy sends it over to Olsen. Olsen off the bench on the backhand. He gets it poked away into the corner. Sends it up to Flom. Flom at the half wall. Ethan, he gets pushed and keeps on the puck. Loses it to West St. Paul. West St. Paul, they got a little rush here. 2-on-2 coming in the zone. Comes in off sides. He takes a shot. Whistle. Conversation happening. Oh, Shakopee somehow got 2 more goals. Who's ever in the box is terrible. It is a mess on the scoreboard. There will be a penalty call for
When did we score 2 more goals?
That's what we're just talking about. There's 2:32 left in the first. I'm assuming that's like an unsportsmanlike if he shot it after the whistle. So we're on the power play. Flom to Olsen. Olsen looking for Hansen. Hansen came up, sends it back down to Olsen. Olsen tries the center. That one hopped over a couple sticks. Bundy's going to get a chance at it. He sends it to Gasson. Gasson off his skate and his stick. Center shot save made one time by Hansen. Good slide over. Good pass by Bundy. Logie controls. Logie. He's going to come around, high slot, sends it back down to Bundy. Bundy with a quick pass, Hansen with a shot. Save made. Flom score. Power play goal. There's some good puck movement. We'll go Flom from Hansen and Bundy. And Shakopee scores and makes it 3-0. That's how that power play is supposed to look. Move the puck, get it in the middle, get a shot, rebound, goal. And Shakopee on the power play. Power play unit is starting to figure it out. They were 0 for 1 in the Eastview game, but they were 2 for 2 in the Farmington game, and so now they're 3 for the last 4. West St. Paul in the Shakopee zone. Wright sends it off the wall, out to the point. West St. Paul sends it up into the rafters off a Lambrecht stick, and we're going to face off in the defensive zone. 1:50 left in the second. Shots are 30-16 in favor of Shakopee. 12 shots this period. West St. Paul 10 so far. We're behind the net. West St. Paul sends it to Cressy. Cressy looking to spring Dillon, but West St. Paul gets it. They try to send it on net. Goes off of Bodie's body. Now we're down low. Don tries to pinch his guy into the boards. That one goes into the corner. Bodie. Now West St. Paul. Don tries to push his guy in the boards. He kind of slipped through it. just below the goal line. West St. Paul tries to wrap around side of the net. Loose puck, backhander slid over. There by Coop. Dylan with a little charge in it. Dylan gets tied up. Dylan comes away with it. He sends it out looking for Lambrick. Bodie with it. We got 1:05 left. Bodie looks to get in the zone. Penalty coming. Didn't see it. Whistle. Hooking is the call. Hooking's a call. Not ideal for West St. Paul. Number 10 will go in. Down 3-0. They put Shockley in the power play. C, Sell, Cressman, Lambrick, Pilcher. See if this unit can get themselves a goal. Off the draw. Out to C. Dylan sends it down to Pilcher. Pilcher, he's going to send it to Dylan. Dylan, back down to Pilch. Little two-man game here. Sends it cross ice, looking for Dom. Dom corrals it, sends it towards the net. Shot, loose puck. Bodie gets a stick on it. Save made. Loose puck on the side of the net. Cressy comes away with it. Cressman to Sell. To C. C takes a shot. Save made. Cressman gets it in! Cressman with the goal! Power play goal. That might be Cressy's first one of the season. Cressman scores. Number 11 from number 20. And I didn't see who got the second assist, but there was a shot by Sell. Goalie made the first save and went to the side of the net. Cressy pulled it out of there. He got it up to Dylan. Dylan took a shot. Goalie made the save, and Cressy gets the goal on the cleanup, and it's 4-0. I got it. It was definitely Dylan, and I don't know who got the second one. It might have been Dom. It's either Dom or Bodie. But we play on with 20-some seconds left in the second. Pilcher in his own zone, looking for Jensen. Jensen, little touch pass to Pilch. Pilch has to slow down, sends it to Dom. Dom sidesteps one, loses it off a stick. West St. Paul sends it deep. We got 8 seconds left. Coop's gonna play it. He'll leave it for Dom. Dom and Coop play a little tummy sticks there, and then Dom eventually sends it out, and that'll do it for the second period. Shockley with 2 goals in that second period. It was sloppy to start and really good to finish. 13 shots for Shakopee in that second period. West St. Paul picks up with 12, but
Just
they're
one
going
assist.
okay. They're going just one assist. Cressman from C on the official score sheet, which probably makes sense because I think Cressman pulled it out, sent it to C at the blue line. C took a shot and Cressman cleaned it up. I don't know, I think this is like probably the most complete game the boys have played so far this year. Like they're moving the puck. Yesterday it looked good too. Moving the this one. Yesterday I felt like they were doing the same stuff. They just couldn't connect on a lot of passes, and today they're connecting a lot on the passes. Sloppy start to the second, but they just look a lot better. And it's the old. From a parent's point of view, if we see this team the rest of the season, it'll be fun to watch the rest of the season. So, but. Shockley leads by 4, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Pilcher opened the scoring, 8:07 left in the first. Then Flom, 6:55 left in the first. Flom got a power play goal in the second. And then Cressman gets one late in the second on the power play. And again, if my math is correct, Shakopee is now 4 for their last 5 on the power play. 80% in this tourney. Moving the big part is moving the puck. The power play is not stopped down, or bogged down. It's moving the puck. Shakopee's 15 minutes away from going 2-1 in the tournament, winning the consolation and moving on to the next game. We'll start the third period. Flom, Gaston, Olsen, Wright, and Sell. Slingshot start for Shakopee here. Forwards at D. D at forward. They wait for the West St. Paul goaltender to take his sweet time getting down between the pipes. Off the draw, slingshot it is. Flommer comes out with it. Flom towards the net, shots. Glove save, covered up by West St. Paul. And we'll get a quick shot and a quick whistle, 6 seconds into the third. must be moving somebody over because we've been rolling with 2 centers with Winder out. One goes off the wall. Dom cuts it off, keeps it in. West St. Paul will be the first one to get there, and they'll carry it into the neutral zone. We've been doing 2 centers with Winder out. It's been Olsen and Gaston, but Gaston's playing a wing right now, so they must be moving somebody else to center for the 3rd period. In the Shakopee zone, West St. Paul looks to get it deep. They get to the face-off circle just above the goal line. He's going to take a shot, and he scores! He goes up over Coop's shoulder, and 31 seconds into this period, it's a goal, and there goes the shutout. Number 15, it looks like. Hey, kept the puck in, got it low, was in the face-off circle, just above the goal line. Looked like he was going to center, and he shoots it anyways and goes over Coop's left shoulder into the back of the net, and it's 4-1. All right, we'll go regular start, not slingshot start. Jensen, Lambert, Pilcher. Looks like Coop will be a center for this 3rd period. Hanson and Bundy at deep. That one's off the wall. Bodie tries to cut it off, flipped in the air. They connect, send it all the way down deep. Off the end wall, Coop plays it, leaves it for Bundy. Sean gets a stick on it, now Hanson. Hanson, he looks, he's trying to get Jensen, pushed back in by West St. Paul, and Bundy comes and cuts it off. Bundy looking for Pilcher, a little too far. He just wanted to see Cooper skate as hard as he could down to avoid the icing, but unsuccessful. Come back to the defensive zone. Off the draw, Hanson got a guy in the corner, he rides him, takes him down, picked up by Lambrick. Bodie, Jensen sidesteps, cuts back out, loses the puck, but he gets it to Pilch. Pilcher, he tried to toe drag, he lost the puck. Paul, he's just going to continue to carry it. He says, He says, I can do it on my own. Poked away, West St. Paul with it. He doesn't want to go towards the net, now he goes towards the net. Shot. Glove saved, but he couldn't hold on to it. Get a whistle. Hanson off the glass, and one rattles around. Dillon's going to chase after it. Cut off by West St. Paul at the red line. Cross ice into the zone. Poked away. Bundy pushes him to the board. Bundy goes down. Olsen comes off the bench. He's going to pick up the puck. He sends it to Cressman. Cressman off the sidewall. So that's going to go to the defenseman for West St. Paul. Up into the zone, Bundy back out. He's got Dillon and Logie. Dillon tried to send over to Logie, pushed away, but they're going to be offside. 11:59 left in the 3rd. We'll get a neutral zone face-off on this near side, it looks like. Draw just outside the West St. Paul zone. Down deep it goes. Off the end wall, defenseman for West St. Paul. He changes direction. Dillon gets a stick on it. Dillon, use that point. Leaves it for Wright. Wright's going to send it down deep. Behind the net, Cressy looks to cut it off, but pushed back to the near side in the corner. Logie's going to chase after it. Down below the goal line. West St. Paul with it. They look to get out of the zone. West St. Paul's going to carry. Flips it down deep. Logie takes it, or Dillon takes a tumble. Wright's going to stick on it. He loses it to the corner. Behind the net now. West St. Paul's got a guy out front. That one went off a skate. I think that went off a Dom skate. Saved the scoring opportunity. Cressy with it. He gets his pocket picked. And he tries to pick a pocket. Loose pocket. Stick battle. West St. Paul. Nope. Logie pokes it into the neutral zone. West St. Paul sends it back. Just out of the zone. Now in the zone. Coop will leave it for Wright. Mason with it. He's going to send it off the wall. He's got Dom. Dom sends it right back to Mason. Mason's going to survey. He sends it up. He's looking for Flom. Through Flom to Dillon. C with it. C. Cuts outside then inside. Loses the puck. West St. Paul 2-on-2 coming to the zone. Poked away by Dom. Dom's going to try and send it up. He's got C. C into the zone. 2-on-1. He's got Flom with him. Sends it over to Flom. Flom off his own skate and a little too hard. He tried to backhand it into the slot, but it goes to the near side board. Picked up by West St. Paul. He carries into the Shakopee zone. Tries to get past Bundy. Went off a skate to the sidewall. Out to the point. Nope, tied up at the half wall. Gaston comes away with it. Foster. Use your speed. Let's go. Foster into the zone. He's getting hacked a couple times. He still has it. Foster finally gets tied up. That one's going to go out to Hansen. Hansen at the blue line. He sends it in towards shot. That one was tipped and wide of the net. Got Flom in the near side corner. He tries to center up. That one's going to go out to the neutral zone if it went off the stick. Hansen to Bundy. Bundy to Hansen. Hansen up to Gasson. Gasson tips it deep. Flom was saying hi to the West St. Paul parents off the glass. Flom. Now West St. Paul behind the net. Let's see, West St. Paul sends it up. They try and poke a pass. Hansen controls. He's still in zone, but we're offsides. And that's going to be a whistle and a face-off right in front of the West St. Paul bench. 9:26 left in this one. Off the draw in the zone. Logie with it. He looks to get outside towards the net, driving. That one slides through. Out to Hansen. Hansen with a shot, wobble, wobble. That one goes off the forward for, or maybe defenseman. Hansen knocks the guy down as the puck's coming towards him. Hansen has a stick on it. He tries to send over to Bundy. A little too far. Picked up by West St. Paul. Down low. Bundy pins his guy up. Olsen's down there. West St. Paul comes away there. Flips it out towards the point. There's a shot. Bouncing puck. Logie came away with it, then he got cut off. There's a shot saved made by Coop. Center and attempt out in front. Loose puck picked up by Jensen. Oliver tries to slide it forward. He does. He's going to chase after it. Does he get the angle? Oh, there he goes. Oh, there's a check into the ref. Bodie cut it off. And you got Bundy. Sends it far side looking for Hansen. That one's going to roll up the boards. Picked up by West St. Paul. Down low, Lambrick. Bodie stops, change direction, good play there. You got Jensen. That one goes through his stick. West St. Paul keeps it in. He cuts towards the net. Cuts outside. Slides it past the net. Penalty coming up here. They're going to get one of the Shakopee players. It's going to be a hold on, I think, Hansen. And this will be the third opportunity on the power play. Yep, 9-7 going in. Hansen on a hold. 8:12 left in this one. Fourth opportunity for West St. Paul. They're 0 for 3 so far. Coop's got a little equipment malfunction. So Dirk's going to come out and help him out. And this is a good time to check in on my fantasy team. I know you guys care. Let's see. They need a new speaker system here. This sounds terrible. He committed a penalty. When you commit a penalty, you go into the penalty box. You sit for 2 minutes unless the team scores before. They called a hold. I didn't see it. They called a holding. Call the holding. Holding. He also believes he didn't do anything wrong too. So you guys are on the same page. All right, Coop looks like he's ready to go after they fix the bottom of his pad, it looked like. All right, West St. Paul, fourth power play opportunity, 8:12 to go in this one, 4-1 Shakopee, off the draw. Sells got it behind the net, got a guy on him, sends it off the wall, picked up by West St. Paul, and they're going to look to set up their power play. You got Cressman and C on the challenge. Almost got a stick on it. West St. Paul tries to center off a right skate. Sent off the wall. Cressy after it. Landon spins, fires. That one's going to squirt out into the neutral zone as it went off the C skate. And West St. Paul sets it up. Challenged by Cressman. They get up ice into the zone. Dom challenges. That one squirts free. He's going to walk in. Oh my God! Somebody's standing in front of him. He gets a shot. And he goes wide of the net. Cressy's going to send it all the way down. That one's going to hit off the wall, and that'll be icing. And a face-off coming with 1:19 left in the man advantage. That was really odd. The forward had the puck, and he just started skating in, and everybody backed away from him. The Red Sea parted.
They didn't want to screen.
They didn't want it. It's like Coop needs a little extra work. We don't need to block it for him. So, all right, Flom and Olsen on the top, Bundy, and I think that's Gaston. It is. Bundy's going to control it. Sean sends it off the wall. He's looking for Flom. Flom looks to burn the defenseman towards the net. Driving towards the net. Shots go! Jordy. And that'll be...
Oh, I didn't wear a hat. Dang it.
That is a goal with 7:22 left. Flom from Bundy, and you got to give it to Olsen because it was off the face-off. So we'll go Flom from Bundy and Olsen on the shorty. And it's 5-1. Outside of the Red Sea partying for the one open shot, I feel like Shockerty's played a little bit better down a man. So Flom sends it off the wall. They're going to wave off icing. Goaltender plays it. Leaves it for his defenseman. Under a minute to go on the man advantage. Logan's in there. He puts the guy on the board. They're going to call that one.
Dang it.
He pulled up on
5
it.
on 3. He didn't slow down.
He definitely slowed down. Logie's going to go hang out with his buddy Hansen. 7:05 left. 5 on 3. Interference is the call.
He slowed up.
I didn't see what Logan did. I don't think. Oh, you saw that one. Okay. All right. So 5 on 3 for 53 seconds. Flom, Gasson, and Bundy are your 3 killers. Puck's loose. Flom comes away with it. Flommer gets it. Oh, he couldn't quite get it past. It stays in, but Foster with it. Foster sends it off a skate to the West St. Paul defenseman. And they're going to look to get into the zone and set up this 5 on 3. 35 left on the 5 on 3. Drop pass. Now down low. Battle in front. Foster got a body on him. Bundy's going to get the loose puck, but gets tied up, and West St. Paul controls. Discombobulated setup on this 5 on 3. Around the net, slows down, centers, shot. I don't know if that went on net, but it went through. 12 left on the man advantage, and West St. Paul decides to send it. That should kill the majority of the rest of this 5 on 3. 4 seconds left. Up ice. 5 on 4 now. Power play. There's a shot. Coop gloved it but couldn't corral it. Hansen pokes it into the neutral zone.
Yeah, race Tracy.
Ethan chases after, gets a stick on it. He's got the bouncy puck, holds onto it, keep it deep, sends it in on net. Goalie has to hold on to it. West St. Paul's going to pick it up. They'll control. They got 23 left on the man advantage. 3 left on the man advantage. Sends it cross ice. Oh, he's handcuffed his own guy. Pilch tried to spring himself. He couldn't. He's going to walk into the face-off circle. Shot wide of the net. Picked up. He's going to walk into the face-off circle. Shot wide of the net. Picked up and kept in the zone. Jensen there. Jensen tries to spring himself. Oliver comes down. Puck's all the way down.
Goalie's out.
The goaltender comes and plays with it. Puck's up in the air. West St. Paul controls. This is going to do it for the 5 on 4. We go 5 on 5. West St. Paul in the zone. West St. Paul corrals the bouncing puck. Side steps. Comes out front. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Scores. A goal by West St. Paul. It's even strength. As Olsen had just come out of the box. And West St. Paul makes it a 6-2 game with under 5 to go. First shot save made. Second shot past Coop. And we'll play 5 on 5 with under 5 to go. Off the draw, puck bounced in the air. Hansen gets a stick on it. He loses an edge or got kind of tied up there. Sent towards the net shot. And that's over the net. Picked up by Jensen eventually. He sends it off the wall. That's going to bounce in. He's got Coop. Coop tries to spring himself. Pilcher looking for another one. He drives towards the net. Shot. Save made. Covered. Well, he had a glove on it. And he held it. And he was going to drop it. And he dropped it, but they had already blown the whistle. Coop looking for the Hattie. After Flom already got a Hattie. And we'll play on with Lambert, C, Pressman, Hansen, and Bundy. 4:31 minutes. Dylan fighting off a guy. He's going to send it towards
Nice feed.
Cressy. Cressy
get it
takes
over.
a shot, but he got tied up. Couldn't get anything on it. Puck squirts loose. Pressman has it in the half wall. Sends it forward. Off the end wall. Bodie there. He's tied up. Sends it to Cressman. Intercepted by West St. Paul. Cressy's got his guy pinned up. Bodie's got his guy pinned up. Puck squirts loose. Now tied up again. Squirts loose in the corner. West St. Paul picks it up. Hanson will keep it in. Nope. He went off his skate and went towards center. Dylan gets a stick on it. You're looking for Lambrecht. And now we're just inside the zone. Dylan throws his shoulder. Bundy gets a stick on it. Dylan throws his guy down to the ice. Who's that? Lambrecht. Bodie with it. He's at Cressy on the other side. Bodie looks to get outside, sends it down deep. He'll chase after it. Just below the goal line, controlled by West St. Paul. He looks, he's going to carry, now he sends it over. He comes in, he's staring at Bundy. He takes a shot that goes off of Bundy's skate. Second attempt, behind the net. Bundy's going to get called. And there's a penalty coming. Rough. How does Alex Trebek's wife like it? Rough. No, it's his mother. Sorry, I blew the joke. Roughing's the call with 3:16 left.
Had 2 shorties the last go round.
What's that?
We had 2 shorties the last go round.
We did, so this might not be a bad thing. Bundy will go. And the 6th power play. West St. Paul 0 for 5. Shakopee 2 for 2. Shakopee's also got 2 shorties. West St. Paul with it. You got Gaston, Wright, Sell, and Flom are your 4 killers. West St. Paul controls. Sends it off a Gaston skate. Picks it up at the half wall. Foster harassing him like crazy. In the face-off circle, poked away by Flom. Picked up by West St. Paul. They send it down below the goal line, back out to the half wall. Loose puck, picked up by Gaston. You got a 2-on-1. Foster brings it into the zone. Foster towards the net. Sends it over to Flom. Then went off the stick of the defenseman. Flom picks it up behind the net. Now tied up. Picked up by West St. Paul. And he's going to carry it. Flattens out that puck, sends it up to the streaking forward. They send it in, but Sell cuts it off. Dom, little rodeo move there. Sends it to Flommer. Flommer's just going to slide it in, and that's not going to get far up in their own zone. 1:05 left in the man advantage. Picked up by West St. Paul into the zone. Drop pass, walks in, shot. That one goes off of Wright's body and the shaft of the stick. Logie finds himself with the puck. 2-on-2 coming into the offensive zone. Logie, drop pass for Flom. Flom's going to get a shot here. That one goes over the net. Logie on the rebound, but it was a bouncing puck, and he went over his stick. West St. Paul has it. Puck carrier brings it in. Staring at 2 black Shakopee jersey, pushes it forward. Wright pushes back out to the neutral zone. 34 left on the man advantage. They got a guy going off to the bench, and the puck sails right past him in the Shakopee zone. Sell with it. Dahmer goes behind the net. Dom, backhander to the half wall. West St. Paul sends it towards the net. Wright gets a skate on it, sends it up ice. Still in the zone, now Logie with it. He sends it off the glass into the offensive zone. He'll do a soft challenge there. 6 left on the man advantage. Intercepted there by Pilcher. Coop, center, yes, also the shot save made. Pilch sends it out to the blue line. Hanson, he sends it in. Shot thwarted to the end wall. Near side, 1:06 left in this one. Jensen back to nobody. Intercepted there by West St. Paul. It ramps up a stick and Hanson gets it. He sends it off the wall, looking for Pilcher. That one goes through Pilcher and West St. Paul. Toe drag. Popped up in the air, under a minute to go. Jensen, he sends it up. He's got Pilcher. Out to neutral zone, and West St. Paul picks up the loose puck. Cross-ice pass, that ramps up his stick. Hanson's going to back up. He looks, sends it up, intercepted by West St. Paul. They're offside, so he's got to hold on to it. Logie pokes it away. Logie carries, toe drag, pushed away. Pilcher now, he tried to send it, couldn't get anything on it. Right in front of the referee. West St. Paul controls. 24 seconds left in this one. Into the zone. Good pass there, Dylan. Throws his shoulder, controls the puck. He's got Olsen. That one hopped over his stick. 14 left. The goaltender plays it. He sends it off the boards. Near side, Olsen to Jensen. Flom on the power play. Cressman on the power play. Flom on shorthanded. Pilcher shorthanded. And Shakopee puts 2 up in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. 38 total shots. So that's not a lot of shots in the third. We were in the box a little bit. 23 for West St. Paul. Not a lot of shots, period, in the third. West St. Paul gets 2 goals. Or sorry, yeah, 2 goals. 1 in the first, 1 in the third. And that's how we'll finish 6-2. And we'll end the Minneapolis tournament going 2-1, winning the consolation side of it. And we'll play, I believe, next weekend. Don't remember the next game, but that'll do it from Parade.